on a day like this, everybody gets to play games, even the two teams that finished out of the playoffs in the Pro Division. This is essentially a consolation game, though by default it's for the TGIS Pro Cup or something like that.
Yes, it is.
n.W.o once again here trying to rest his voice, having just called two fantastic finals already. And getting no help whatsoever from Subs Chand in the booth, of course. And this one flung down the other way, no shot.
I gotta say, let's take a watch this to the Cobra Kai rookie team coming in and won the cup. Very hard to do. Great job by Cobra Kai. Great game, by the way.
A very good team, yeah.
Great game.
You saw it here. It was a 6-5 win, and I thought, honestly, the whole time the Empire had the edge. They looked like they did. They blew the lead, but they, got it back on a penalty shot, and that lead lasted maybe 30 seconds.
I did question the short bench for the Empire.
I just wonder where everybody was today. Oh, that shot's off the post. You're not going to hear much talking about this game. You'll be able to see it, though.
On YouTube.
On YouTube, yeah. In part because, frankly, I'm tired. In part because I don't know everyone's name, although I'll pretend I do.
You did a good job. You did an excellent job, Andy, that play-by-play.
Thank you. I mean, it's just something I'm doing this off the top of my head. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Anybody who follows our podcast knows that I have no clue what I say. So, but the thing we want to talk about, just because there's so many the players who were in this, that are in this game. I believe if you look up and down the roster, I know that Honey was a part of it, Tracy was a part of it. I'm tempted to say, was either Allison a part of it?
Yes, Allison Arnold. Allison C was, yes.
Allison C was a part of it. What we're talking about here
is the First Ladies.
The First Ladies, which is a DCHL select all-female team, just had the unfortunate dishonor of spending a weekend in Philadelphia.
Actually, I would say they had a great time. This is the first time they ever played together after months of practice, 1 month of practice, in a major situation. North American Ball Hockey Championship, they actually played very well. Didn't win the game, but they lost one game by 1 goal, 1 by 2, and played the top 2 seeds. They played very, very well.
And that said, I mean, it is a good start. 0-3 doesn't look good on the score sheet, but every report is that this is a team that that grew as the tournament went on.
It's a blue collar team.
It is, and their lack of scores did hurt them in the end. But honestly, when you look at the people who are out there, you look at the people who played in this. Tracy, I have seen her in goal. She's played goal for field hockey teams as well. I'm not surprised that she did all right in goal with a 3-0 goal against that. That's actually respectable.
Yeah, and she actually only gave up 1 goal. Only gave up 1 goal? Only 1 goal in the playoffs.
In the third game, that's right. As you have Honey, who is primarily defensive. You have players like Allison C, who spends time on defense. In fact, a lot of the players in this league, a lot of the female players in this league, are defensive specialists or are on defense basically by default. And as a shot by Luke Taylor gets saved, I guess there's a game going on here.
I've got shots like 3-3. Am I right, Andy, or am I wrong?
You know what? Go with it. Anyway, what you see when you look at that tournament is females really need to practice scoring. I mean, you had Amy Gonzano, you had Jessica Narod, these are players that go forward, but at the same time, they're not players that you're afraid of if you are a defense in the DCHL. And I don't mean that as disrespect because, when I say afraid of, that means that they are, you're talking about players who can score from anywhere that you need to guard at all times, whether or not they have the ball. And there are very few players who have that. There are no females who can do that. And that's probably the next step, I would say, in developing a more balanced league. You're going to see.
I want to make sure people understand that. When this team was created, we did not ask players. Whoever came. We did not draft. We did not cut players. We didn't recruit. So from the standpoint of the First Ladies team out there, they see whoever came. That's the philosophy of the CHL. That's how we want to play it.
And not only that, but there were certain players that they had to stay home practically. And oh no! Oh.
That apparently was a goal.
That was indeed a goal. It was
Aaron?
It was Eric, I think.
Aaron, right? Aaron Long.
No, that shot was Eric. Yeah. Eric cleared it from way down, bounced off of the back, bounced off of Sean's back, and it went in. So the n.W.o with a 1-0 lead in this game that we're technically showing you even if we don't care. So, when it comes to the first league, as I said, they don't really have the shooters that you expect.
I mean, it's a blue-collar team.
Yeah. And what I worry about is that they could have shooters.
But so again, they're not worried about it. They just want to play. They're not trying to win championships. They just want to play and have fun.
That's true. I understand that. I'm not trying to poo their philosophy. I'm just saying, there are certain players who are DCHL veterans that I would want on an all-female team. I would want a Sarah Kramer. I would want a Sheila Batanzio.
But again, this is not a recruiting team. It's who want to play.
And I'm disappointed that they didn't want to play. I guess is what I'm saying here.
There'll be more teams that go to tournament.
I hope so. Yeah.
In fact, we're having 2 teams next tournament. It's going to be Ocean City, by the way, in August.
And so, hopefully, depending on the timing of that, we might be there to show it off to you. And that one gets away.
I'd love to go out there and see for a game. That'd be great.
Now up the side, nothing home. Mike can't get it out around the player. Now, you've seen that team practice. Who would you say are the stars on that team? I mean, I've mentioned...
Charlene had the only goal, by the way. She scored the goal.
Wow.
Charlene Howard, who we joke around that whenever she plays, Scabs won a game, but they finally won a game for the season. She was like 0-6 when she played, actually.
Charlene Howard is out there.
Captain of the Scabs.
Yeah, that's
the team that face the Burners later on tonight if they win.
Yeah, we'll have Scabs versus Scorpions, the game after this, which is a semifinal in the Rec Championship.
Correct.
The other semifinal is the Afterburners at 5-0 against the 5-minute Majors at 2-1-2, and yeah, that's going to be a bit of a high stick there, I would say. Yep. That one, that's kind of hard to ignore there.
I believe it's Laura G. I think it's Josh's girlfriend.
Ah, I see. That's one of these things you see with beginning players. I mean, we joke. All right, we joke about how 535. We joke about how you're not really a player in this league until you've committed a high sticking, but for crying out loud, they're usually not that bad. What you see usually is somebody who will lift the stick up and immediately pull it back down. That's kind of how it goes around here. Sounds good to me. You're on your own with that one. I'm just doing stream of consciousness here.
Absolutely. No, we've got you. We got you covered.
Director's commentary, if you will.
Absolutely. That's what I do. Field by Chris.
Yep.
Chris Callender.
A good player. We got Richard Reynolds in the corner, just out of camera view, unfortunately. Allison C, who is... Oh, look at that! Short-handed goal by Rich.
Wow. Unassisted, right? Richard unassisted.
Looked like it, yeah.
And just like that was 1-0.
It's 1-1, you mean?
That's the question. 1-1.
I know that this is a secondary priority here, but come on.
Richard. 1 minute.
So now that we have a chance, let's talk about how the season has gone so far. This is obviously sort of a frustrating season in that we were playing in a venue that really nobody was a fan of, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's all we had to go through the season, but this is the last season because we're moving to big, I go with the luscious, spacious Rockwell Sportsplex. Yeah, the
Sportsplex is going to be essentially almost a full-size hockey, possibly a full minor league hockey rink, so that's going to be fun. Which means it'll be a return of 5-on-5, which we tried at St. Albans, but St. Albans wasn't quite big enough for it to really work.
Yeah, that'll definitely be more than enough space right there.
This'll work. You'll see it'll work.
The only way, 5:35, 5 seconds.
As we count down.
2, 1, full strength. By the way,
that kills the penalty.
All the Islander fans, there are plenty of them out there in the DCHL world. The Islanders are up 1-0 in the third period with 2.5 to go.
Still?
Yes.
Okay, still a 1-0 game there. And Mike manages to get himself offsides. No, it was Aaron who was offside. We can see her sneaking back here.
Okay, it's offsides.
This does raise a question, though. Can you put yourself offsides?
It's a long day. you getting by that, but we'll go on there all the time.
Okay.
We'll just have a podcast about that.
Yeah, maybe. If we don't discuss other things in the podcast, we probably will. Anyway, we had a save there by Sean to keep the score at 1-1. There were some big stories here, really, in this one. There was no real favorite in this league, with the Gold Dynasty essentially broken up.
Actually, Vegas Suns, for what it's worth, had Evil Empire as the #1 seed for the pro side, and Evil Empire did get.
Oh, look at this!
Oh, look at that!
Look at that!
All between the mask and the shirt.
In case you're wondering what we're talking about, because I know it's going to be hard to see.
Yeah, exactly.
Roderick leaps up to make the save, and it lands in his shirt, and it was very clearly in his shirt, which is kind of the funny part. He's like, "Where'd it go? Where'd it go? What? There? How'd it get there?" So, but as I said,
Evil Empire was the #1 seed. Cobra Kai, I was a team that unknown quantity. I was did very well. So
yeah, they being the winner, they finished with a 5-2 record overall, which is very nice. They had some time when they had some trouble adjusting to the league. And there's nope, that's offside on Mike Johnson, so it's going to come back.
Breaking news here.
Oh, more news.
Isles win 2-0. Empty that goal, 2-0. It's official. For all the outer fans, there's plenty out there. DCHL world is 2-0.
Get off my back.
CLN 2. What other game?
45 seconds out.
2 Islanders.
Yeah. For the Islanders fans, both of you.
Hey, we all live in DC, you know. That's why we're not out at the Coliseum. We all live in DC.
Clearly. So with that said, what do you think of the move to Brooklyn? That's pretty much inevitable.
It's a good move for Islanders. They need a bigger stadium. They can't play the mall anymore. They need to play in a real stadium. Just like us, we play in a real rink. We got one now.
Yep.
No more this ricky-dicky stuff.
Jeez. Anyway, to discuss this season, the big thing I would say is there was no real powerhouse team.
Agree. Gold did not stood out this season, and then by sitting out, we're going to have a new champion. Anyhow, that's going to be it. So it was their choice. So we respect that. And coming into it, they could feel wide open. I thought Evil Empire was slight edge, but you're right. There were no clear-cut, huge favorite like goals in the last 4 or 5.
Right, and it showed. Every team had a flaw, and every team had that flaw exploited at least once.
Yeah, you know what? And that's why we want parity. We want teams to have chances to win. Makes the game more fun. Makes it more exciting.
And now for a real question, which is, let's talk from pro to rec.
Is it like a one-on-one with DCHL Commissioner Sutton? What did they say?
At this point, I'm just talking.
Okay, all right. We're filling time. We're filling airtime.
Yeah, so you can watch the game because, this is going to be a little lighter in terms of intensity than the others. You're going to have two teams that have had hard seasons, two teams that, this is basically a trophy game by default.
2-minute warning, 2 minutes.
And this is, by all rights, this is just a consolation game. I mean, let's...
but it's still a championship. What you want to give it is proper respect. Still a TGIS Cup Pros. You want to give the respect as well, too.
This is something to talk about for next season. Next season, we're looking at 8-8.
And the answer is no.
You haven't even heard what I said.
Oh!
Second shot save.
Caught that on video. Great play by Sean.
All right, fine. What was the question?
Do you have too many cups? You want to eliminate and not have the rec cup, or the rec TGIS cup. That's going to be a question.
The question I actually was going to have is, does this mean that with 8 teams, all 8 are going to make...
Again, you're assuming that I have 8 and 8. I'm assuming that they have 9-9, so nothing is official yet. Again, we're too early in the process to name the amount of teams yet. We're going through our due diligence, going through all the team players to make sure we have proper staffing, proper roster space, and proper quality and in terms of character of player for us. We haven't announced how many teams we have quite yet.
But we can tell you right now...
There'll be at least 16, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, we can tell you right now that 15 teams have confirmed their spot in season 10.
Correct, and then we'll have 3 more new teams that have to give
And that's why I say if it's 8-8, the question I was going to ask is, why don't we just have everyone play for the cups?
Because the 1-8 game usually is very lopsided. We had it before DCHL. It's not fun. 30.
All right.
30 seconds after the period.
3 now. And Islanders won 3 now.
I apologize. I was definitely going to score 1 more into that goal, make it 3-0. So officially, it's Isles 3, the good guys 3, the bad guys 0.
Why do you keep hugging me when you say that? What is wrong with this? All right, first off, he starts playing songs like Martika and...
Love it. Justin Timberlake made his DCL debut today, by the way. Justin Timberlake.
Yeah, and now he's hugging me every time he talks to me. Such, if there's something you need to talk to me about...
We'll be back in 2 and 2.
It is technically wrong.
Is it?
It's on the island. Yeah.
Okay, I didn't know that. I don't know my job very well, but
Anyway, as they discuss...
oh, it did!
And just like that, I'm glad we caught it. Chris Callender with the goal to make it 2-1 Ducks.
From Josh Hockey.
Josh Hockey Brooks on the face-off, so it's 2-1 Ducks as we return in the second period in this game about nothing. So
call it TGIS Cup Pro.
As we continue here, we've got Suds here vehemently defending his idea to give everybody a trophy.
Absolutely. It's a rec league. 8-1 games aren't fun. They're blowouts. And it's not fun for teams to play it, so we'd rather have an upper tier, lower tier. That philosophy will never change as long as the commissioner of DCHL. I can guarantee that to you. A lot of things that people have saying, that is something that I'm not going to change.
Why don't we just print certificates for everybody then?
Well, it's a rec league.
What is this, the Special Olympics?
No. So now we need to everybody should have a chance to something. We all know that DCHL Cup is the cup you want to win. It's the more glorious cup. We get that, I support that. But I'm not saying the fact that another championship is not worth something to people out there as well too. But don't get me wrong, the cups don't exactly the same stature. The DCHL Cup means a lot more than TGIS Cup.
Yeah, he'll keep saying that, and then he'll keep handing the cup out and acting like it's a fantastic achievement. So he can speak, but he's got two faces on that. As we continue playing in the middle. Yeah, now things are finally picking up after a period where basically both teams were seemingly a little disheartened by being in the game.
As Jim Ross would say, business is picking up. It's about to pick up.
Oh, nearly a tap in by Josh. Now, let's look ahead to next season. Let's talk about, as it stands right now, and obviously we don't have the full schedule, but let's just assume for the time being that only one more team signs up, and that they are a rec team. I think that's a safe assumption.
Yeah.
Now, on the pro side, here's what you're going to have. You're going to have the Funk Masters who might be...
Again, Andy, you're projecting, which I appreciate. I'm not ready to basically validate or...
What a play!
What a play by Chris there. Unbelievable effort. And he gets it past Roderick Red. No chance on the D.
Absolutely.
Great play by him.
No, it's Chris Barron. It's Chris Barron.
Yeah, correction. Chris Barron. It's Josh between Chris Barron in this case.
Absolutely. And that's the kind of play that won them the Division II title last season.
Absolutely.
Anyway, I know you're not willing to project, but I got to talk about this because, people are going to want to talk about it.
Andy, right now, I don't have an answer yet.
I'm not. That's okay. I'm not going to talk to you. I'm just going to talk.
You can, but I mean,
right.
You can give it, throw out ideas. I appreciate that, but I don't want to answer it.
Well, all I'm going with is the teams that we have confirmed. That's all I'm going to start with. Like I said, we're going to have the Funk Masters.
Again, we're just saying, teams will be confirmed, but again, as I said in my email to all the cats of BOG this past Friday, this doesn't mean that we're going to take it. I know. We're going through a very hardcore evaluation process right now.
There is no team I'm about to mention that has done anything to indicate they shouldn't be there.
I don't want to get, what a shot block. That's reflected out there. But, I don't want to get into confirming because then I have to give a record about who's playing it. We're going to go through a multiple evaluation process right now, and once I have gone through the full process, I'll know what you can. You can confirm, yes. I can say that confirmed, but that doesn't mean they're actually playing this.
That's all I'm going on. As soon as they're confirmed, get it?
Okay, fair.
You want to interrupt me again?
Fair.
Okay. All right, we have the Funk Masters that have been confirmed. We've got the Street Sharks.
It put me in a corner. I'm not.
Street Sharks essentially are going to be merging with Cobra Kai, so that part has been confirmed. So
there's a possibility Cobra Kai. A lot of question marks up in the air.
That would be interesting.
Yes, that's what I'm saying. I don't want to kind of commit right now because we have so many different ways to go that at this point I don't even know myself.
Well, teams that I can tell you are coming back, or at least have applied on that.
Okay, fair.
the Snake Eyes. We kind of missed them. They had a pretty good season last season. They finished in 6th.
Blood Red going pro.
Blood Red will return. They're returning to the tournament. They've given a reprieve. Remember, they were relegated the last time we saw them.
Very fortunate. Officially, they never went red. How about that?
There you go. The Chiefs, who had earned promotion the last time we saw them, are going to cash in at Rockville.
Correct. They'll be going pro guaranteed.
Now, as I mentioned, you still got the Funk Masters. You've got the Cobras / Street Sharks. Which, last we heard, they were going to try and they're in the sheds.
Yes.
You're going to have these two teams.
The Ducks and n.W.o, correct.
Right. And you're going to have a brand new team. Well, brand new maybe in the wrong sense. You're going to have a new alliance, I guess is the best way to put it.
That's a good way to put it. New alliance. Former Evil Empire, Blue players, and some new players.
Right. And here are the people that we've heard on that team. We've heard Dale Van Wagner, we've heard Jason Lopez, Peter Doe, Molly Sedaris. These are
Jenny Payne.
Jenny Payne. These are players.
The first names I've seen so far.
And that right there is a good starting lineup, to be honest.
I'm sorry?
That's a good starting lineup.
Yeah, they're going to be a pro contender, absolutely.
And they decided they're going to wear magenta and they're going to know as the Puck Buddies because apparently that's what happens when you give somebody 3 gallons of sugar and have them name a team.
Is that right? Is that what you heard officially?
No, but I'm already speculating. Why stop now?
Yeah, I have no information on that. That's pure speculation on Andy's part.
Now, this I can tell you, which is the Afterburners are going to, at the very least, take a season off. And
if that's what you want to put it, absolutely.
The question is, whether they come back at all. Obviously, they felt they couldn't get a guarantee for a late slot in Rockville, so they decided to see if it could be done later.
Yeah, I'm not sure where that came from because they've always a late slot, so I'm not sure where that information came from, but that was never an issue with them. Oh, a steal!
Yeah! Chris K.
Great goal for steal. Some bad turnovers by n.W.o. And the Ducks have scores, and they're making them pay big time.
4-1. Now, I'm not saying you wouldn't guarantee it. I'm saying that we're wondering about the facility because it's farther away than we've ever gone before. Farther away from we've gone before, and the latest game starts at 9 o'clock.
Right.
So.
3 periods or 2? 3. Yeah, 3.
Just confirmation. This will be a 3-period game.
I think Ducks want 2 now. They're going for 2. 3.
Anyway. So that was a concern, and that's something that obviously we're going to see how things go. The Afterburners will have players playing on other teams. It should be noted. Anyway, the Scabs have. Oh, that's going to be saved and kept out. Wow, Chris Calendar thought he had the hat trick.
And you know what? Remember, these teams played already once this season. A great 4-4 game for a
It was. There it is.
Another great goal like this. Another individual effort goal. Another unbelievable play.
He's just lining it up right now.
That's a hat trick now for Chris.
Yep. Now, the other teams that we can say have applied to be in the rec and are, I'll be honest, if it were up to me, all these teams would be accepted without a second thought. And I do have a board of governors, so last I checked.
BOG doesn't vote on that. It's commission's fault.
Well,
BOG has no vote.
Well, I am going to highly recommend. I will highly recommend that you accept it. I'll put it that way.
Again, there's a reason why I can't change it. BOG will be notified why they're not accepting that stuff.
All right.
So unless something that you guys haven't heard about, I'll make sure.
Right. Anyway, the teams that have requested to come back, we have the Scabs requesting to come back. The Scorpions have asked to come back. The 5-minute Majors have asked to come back.
Two Jacks, no Coke.
Two Jacks,
coming up here.
Yep. Two Jacks, no Coke have asked to come back. Babylon Warriors, who we saw win a tournament earlier today.
Yes.
They've asked to come back. The Triple Deeks will not be back, but there were some players on that team from License to Thrill. That team has asked to come back.
That is correct.
We got a slash coming up on the Ducks. No, it's not on Luke. He's out there right now.
Who was it on? Tracy. Who was it on?
It's on Chris Barron, who is a goal scorer. We also have heard that a new team that has applied, consisting of Jay Hunter of the Scorpions, Jessica Run of the Afterburners. Like I said,
you know what? Jay, can you come on down here?
In fact, Jay Hunter is with us right now. Jay, good to see you.
Jay's going to be part of the new expansion team. I don't know if it's named that. Let's have Jay talk about his team while he's here.
Yeah, this is a team that has already applied to be here. Jay Hunter is good. Now, you and Jessica Narod have decided to form a new team going to Rockville. You've made the application. Nothing's confirmed yet, but what's your philosophy behind this team?
Well, Jess and I like to control everything, so we can call it the Professors. We want to build a free agent team from scratch. Professors.
Professors, okay.
So we're going to school and teach old-style hockey, you know, defense first.
Love that.
We'll take a 1-0 win anytime.
All right, now.
My type of team, by the way.
Now, did this come about because of any trouble that you had with the Scorpions? I mean, not to cause any.
I mean, really, just the leader is terrible on the Scorpions. I mean, I can't be under him anymore. I really feel
There he's right there. There he is right there.
No. Scott and I talked about it before. It's just time for me to take captain of the team. So.
Now, why Jessica?
Jessica's one of the best female players in the league. She's the same philosophy as me, and she's looking to take a more leadership role. So I had coached her from Afterburners, but she approached me, and basically she likes to play defense first, and she wants to take the role of helping younger players and new players.
All right, now, do you have any names that you know of that have been added to the team besides you and Jessica?
Not yet.
30 seconds, 30!
Some n.W.o players and some potential goalies from n.W.o.
We have some pitchers as well.
And we have a lot of free agents coming in, but yeah.
All right, Jay, thanks for joining us, and good luck next season because obviously it's tough to build a team from
15
scratch.
seconds.
Thank you.
All right, that was Jay Hunter of the Professors. That name has now been confirmed.
5, 4.
As the penalty begins to count down, and the Ducks have officially killed the penalty Chris Barrett out of the box. So,
would you like me to call her the other co-captain of this team?
I don't think that's necessary right now.
She's here, by the way.
Yeah, we'll wait on that. Go! Now, they're going to say it was a tip in from Richard, yes. So Richard Reynolds, from the point, I guess it was Claire, actually.
We'll take that.
And Richard with his second goal of the day, it is 6-1 Ducks.
This game is getting out of hand.
It is. And it's only the second period out of 3 for this one. Now, you've seen all the teams that have applied. Obviously, you can't make any snap judgment right now. But, make it 4!
Unbelievable. Josh Brooks, I believe, again, the draw.
No, well, I thought Chris scored.
No, Josh with the draw.
Oh, I see. Josh with the assist, Chris with the goal, and the n.W.o taking a long overdue timeout. Now, as I said, you're familiar with all of these teams that have applied so far.
I'm familiar with the teams that are currently playing. All the new players, we don't really know until they start playing.
We don't know the new players, but from what you've seen so far, especially in this league, where, let's be honest, in the last 3 seasons, there hasn't really been that many bad apples.
Right.
And in fact, I can't think of anyone on the teams returning that's a bad apple.
Okay, fair enough.
So
not everything is publicized, obviously. We keep doing this.
Well, I'm just going with what I've seen on the field. Obviously, full disclosure now, I only see the games, so I can say when people are on court bad apples.
Timeout's over.
But Suds here, he has a lot more communication with everybody.
Correct. And to protect the privacy of players and teams, I don't really podcast stuff unless I issue disciplinary action. So, it's one of the things that we do privately, and then if it's something that happens, the BOGs don't know about it.
All right. But I mean, I can say right now, just from field of play, we have a lot of teams that understand the purpose of this league, that enjoy this league, and we're not. They don't take it too seriously. I mean, during the games, obviously, they'll take the game seriously. You kind of have to, or else it just stops being fun. But you don't see people get hung up over losses. You don't see people, for the most part, yelling, arguing at the calls 3-4 minutes after the game. I can tell you, I've seen this in other leagues. So. I mean, from what you've seen so far, I guess the best way to ask this, since obviously there are some things we can't disclose, is have you been pleased with the way that the games have gone?
Oh yes, I've been very pleased with the on-field games. We had a rough spot there in week 2. We had a lot of penalty call in week 3, but after that, penalties have gone down. In fact, today, I tell you right now, I'm not sure we have more than 15, 16 penalties called so far in 5 games. It's been a very well-played game. I am very pleased with the on-field plays.
All right, and that is a good sign, because I would think, when you look at that.
And I'll be honest with you, it's not the on-field play I'm concerned about. I'm concerned more about the advanced and the off-field rules that we have out there, and that's my main concern out there. And I want to make sure everybody, our veteran teams understand that. I'll make sure everybody understands that. And
Here comes 5.
Oh my Lord! Unbelievable. I mean, this has got to be the game player of the year so far.
Well, player of the week anyway, 5 goals.
I mean, he's already had 4 or 5 spectacular goals, actually.
Yeah, 5. Well, 5 today.
Yeah,
5 today. He is the. I mean, you got to go with either him or you got to go with Tommy Bowser, who had 6 goals in his 2 games. JP Ulinger had 5 in his 2 games. There's a lot of.
5-1.
This is, yeah. Yeah, this is incredible.
So as I was saying earlier, I'm focused about the character of people involved in playing out there. There's a trust that's needed between players and teams and the league office. And sometimes I'm not comfortable with some of that trust level that's broken. And when it's been broken, we make changes out there. We make changes to the Ducks, we change the goal, and look at how well they've done with those changes being made.
Exactly. Now, can I bring up names of former players just as an example? Would that be kosher?
To be fair, we want privacy of players. We can't do that.
All right, wait.
Record for individual goals in a game.
Record for individual goals in a game.
11 by Babylon Warrior player. Babylon.
No, it was 7.
No.
7 by that player.
I thought it was
He had 7 goals, 4 assists.
Okay.
Is what it was.
Yeah, my bad. It was Matt. Was it Matt? Yeah, it was Matt. It was a brother. Ryan and Matt. It was Matt.
Yeah, an early player for Babylon Warriors who, just to give you an example of what we're talking about here, because this is a rule that we need to bring up. Well, 8-2. Mike Johnson.
From my ladies, Jeff.
Yep.
Yeah, Jeff.
Just to bring this up as an example, a lot of the Babylon Warrior players from their first to their second season left the team because they were caught, consuming alcohol on a high school campus, which...
Yeah, and when did we play it, actually? 13 seconds to go.
Now, obviously, alcohol consumption will be less of a factor when you're in a public facility, unless they have rules of no drinking and smoking, which I'm sure they will. But, you gotta have some common sense. And we're gonna take a break here as it's 8-2 after 2 periods, and try to think of 15 minutes of something to talk about next time. Kansas
played 5:25, 5:30. I can download that.
All right, so we're ready to kill some more time in the 3rd period.
Apparently, I left the game. So, last minute 4,
There we go.
Well,
there's somebody around here who's actually paying attention.
Shots on goal is 26-22 in favor of the Ducks.
Yes, and with all that, the game is still under the way.
We got Sean Connery back here. A little too much vodka on his blood.
What do you mean? There's no such thing as too much vodka. What? Besides, everyone knows it's double scotch.
Yeah, when he gets to 8-2, he starts doing impressions. Bad impression that is, by the way.
What do you mean a bad impression? I'll do a bad impression of your mother last night.
No, if it really gets bad, we'll have Sunday out there doing dances. And that's when we know we can't win a low D-low point.
You do that? Let's bring out the Beretta. But there's somebody small when we were arguing with each other again. That was saved, so... Yeah, even the referee says this game isn't worth watching now.
Happy birthday, Rob, on camera.
This one being played back. Here comes Rich Reynolds looking for the hat trick, can't get it. Coming around the side and played up as this game is basically just being played out at this point.
Black is off, Black is off. You're off, Eric.
Eric is offsides, he's got to go back. I'd like to say that the game is so lopsided we've stopped caring, but honestly, did we ever care?
We always care. We just get tired sometimes.
Yeah. We need the time. Besides, the podcast is too short. We have to talk about 10 games. Otherwise, we'd be doing this in the podcast,
By the way, this is the final time here at Phil Park. I want to thank everybody for doing a superb job being here.
And in a last-minute situation, too, I want to thank them for that, because things that happened with St. Albans, basically, after saying that after giving us a ton of rules, they decided that they wanted to enforce even more rules, some rules that were just ridiculous to impose.
Yeah, and coaching didn't work out very well. I took one stop, stepped in, and really, on a scale of 1 to 100, I would say 99 what the Rockets so far.
They have been fantastic. They have been very understanding.
Yes. And you know what? And it's not their fault. The gym is not as big as we like it to be. It's just unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, this is nothing personal. It's just a business decision, and the business decision is that, you know, with the teams having such long rosters right now, we want to be able to get 5 on the floor at once. And not only that, but in Rockville, it's a situation where not only do you get to play 5, but you need to have 2 lines.
At least.
Or you're going to kill yourself. I mean,
AKA afterburners.
Afterburners and Prada.
Yeah, afterburners, Prada, exactly.
The original Babylon Warriors never had more than 6 or 7 people. And
that team has changed completely since then.
It has, yeah. They've gotten so many new players, and I'm proud of them.
One of them is DCHL, Irene. Shout out to Irene, by the way.
Long story.
I'll get even longer next season, by the way.
That's what I'm afraid of. And by the way, that's the opposite of what she said.
I don't think Irene needs to be on this game, but thank God for that.
I had a save by Sean.
It's not a Warriors or a podcast. You're not this game overall.
I don't think she's too busy celebrating right now. Besides, does anyone listen to us? Really? No.
Well,
there, see? He said no.
We have solid viewers. They watch the game, they don't tell us about it.
Exactly.
And then we're like, something on YouTube out there. And you know, unfortunately, we do have a rating system out there, and we do a lot of rating-wise, actually.
Yeah, with the untold dozens.
I would say about 60 to 70% of people watch our games in the league.
Well, at least once, I guess. I mean, it's hard to tell because, you know.
They only register UIP lists.
Oh, you can do that?
Yes.
Okay, because I was about to say, you know, you can always get somebody who watches it 5 or 6 times.
That's not how it works.
Okay.
I was told that's not how it works.
All right. So that those 1 billion viewers Gangnam Style has are all different people?
Yes. Unfortunately, that's true.
What do you mean, unfortunately? At least it's not Justin Bieber, okay? This is how far we've fallen. We just name check Justin Bieber.
I stick on you.
Yeah. No, you went all the way up.
Rob, this is why I love Rob. Rob did a great job calming the player down. He did the bad, explain the call. That's why Rob is the head official here.
Yeah, he is.
He did a great job of communicating.
And on top of that, you know, he commands respect. He has a presence out there, and it comes from, you know, this is a guy who has ref NCAA games, who has ref adult beer league games where basically nobody is in control.
Yes.
And you know,
you have him on certain leagues out there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'll tell you right now. I mean, I've learned from him how to control a game, how to be in position. Good save there by Roderick. And you know, while we're on the subject, let's try and. You want to bring in a guest right now?
Absolutely, go ahead.
No. Oh, come on, please.
It's only to be on YouTube. Everybody can see it. That's all it is.
Why? Because this game's 8-2. That's why.
It's called filling in the business.
Yeah.
We're filling right now.
We're being joined here. Mary Ostandy is joining us, Rob's wife. She set up the entire birthday celebration. I want to thank you for providing the cake, providing the pizza. Yeah, and this is your first time at a DCHL event. How do you like it?
Oh, it's good so far. Some games are better than the others.
Now, let's be honest, she's cringing every time the ball comes near her. She's definitely afraid to get hit by the ball.
Well, a lot of people, that's no surprise. I mean, a lot of people early on, you know, you gotta train yourself to know when it's real danger.
I don't know how that
She's been traumatized for life.
Yeah.
But there you go. And she's not the only one traumatized for life. Rob, a couple weeks ago, was traumatized for life, too.
Rob hit on her, and now he's traumatized for life. He got married to her now.
Oh, dear God. He said it. He said it, not me.
Wow.
Send him the hate mail. So,
Yes, you do.
You're bad.
he is. I don't know why I put up with him. So,
I was boss, that's why.
there you go. Anyway, so I have to ask, is this something you'd want to see again for another Sunday at some point?
Yeah, I'd like to. I want to come up to Rockville.
Yes, it's going to be in Rockville.
I'd love to. I'm having fun. You two are fun.
Have you talked to a lot of the players right now? Have you been able to see any of that? We interrupt this interview because Luke Taylor has just scored a goal to make it 9-2.
Full strength.
As you can see, we're paying close attention to this game.
Exactly.
Full strength. Full strength.
So, Mary, I want to thank you for coming
Thank
by.
you so
It was
much.
great having you here. I hope you enjoy your time.
I am.
All right. That was Mary Standius, the wife of our head referee, Rob. As we continue with the game, Luke Taylor with the power play goal to make it 9-2. Well, now a hat trick.
Wow, that's from Richard, right?
Rich Reynolds with the hat trick.
Wow, just like that.
10-2.
It's, you know, I better start singing now. I'm gonna get that thing, I'll start singing now.
Please don't.
Karaoke time.
Please do not. And just so you know, we're going to go into records here. The facility record, the Tacoma Park record is 13. The DCHL record is 19. But did that go in?
Who had it?
I don't think even the person who shot it knows who had it.
Redhead.
Gail.
Gail just threw it down there. Sean just kind of watched it roll in. I'm not sure what the heck happened.
I didn't even see the play. They asked me.
Oh, I did. I mean, Sean just like thought it was going wide and it wasn't. Now we got a question.
Yep, absolutely.
All right.
Yeah.
So there you go.
Confirmed, Gail Ballantyne, part of the women's first ladies team.
And well, so much for that. Chris Barron with his second now
From Josh.
That makes it 11-3.
They scored fast and I typed the goals into my computer.
I know, this is crazy. Everybody just see, we start getting off topic and everything happens. You see what happens? And we still have 6:20 left in this game to try to kill.
I like that.
So
we're in ideas here. We've had interviewed Jay. We interviewed
Mary.
Wife. We've had Sean Connery already.
Yeah, we're running out of ideas here.
And now we're gonna have Seth start dancing, or either dancing or start singing.
Don't make me bust out my Simon Cowell on you.
Now you're getting that.
What about Shatner? Is he making an appearance tonight?
Did they win?
It's a little too soon for Shatner. Connery still has him tied up in his basement.
I watched my phone, Captain.
Oh, I mean, we're gonna just score that.
Stupid can't even hold his liquor. Why should I bring him out? As now Honey takes this one in the corner. Suds is going quiet now because he's furiously working the computer trying to keep up with it, which has gotten ridiculous at this point.
Oh, thank you.
Hey, what's the score of the guy?
I'm gonna put our people's video game.
And now Josh.
Carolina fans, you guys lost. Stat 50-78. They lost 58-7. Lost to Kansas.
Kansas in the Sweet 16.
Carolina was a 58 points in space.
That Kansas team is pretty good.
But the good news is, our hometown Islanders won 3-0. Let's not forget about that.
For those watching who aren't a part of the league, they're not the hometown team.
Buckeyes are in the Sweet 16, the only team that has that right now.
They're the high seed left over. They just
Oh, yeah.
And Ohio State taking it to Iowa State right now, we're being told.
Is that right?
They already won.
Oh, they won, so there you go.
Second free from Aaron Craft.
A 5-second three-pointer? Wow.
Oh, it took a buzzer beater. So Ohio State beats Iowa State on a buzzer beater.
Wow.
They held for the last shot. It was tied, and Aaron Craft hit a three.
Yeah,
there you go.
Earlier, the fact that I didn't think Gonzaga deserved number 1 seed. I thought it was tripping Miami or Duke. Yeah, yesterday. So I was surprised that Gonzaga was number 1 seed in this case. But you know, we understand why they were. I'm not sure I agree with it, but you know, it's my opinion, which is worth nothing, by the way.
And there's the hat trick for Barron now.
Chris Barron from.
Well, I'm not sure who it was from, but
Unassisted. Chris Barron unassisted.
unassisted is now 12-3. I just want to ask Scott Fairchild, your captain of Scorpions, isn't that your goalie?
Yeah, I think he's just getting it out of the system. He's just getting it out of the system.
Actually, Scott was here wiping his brow. Okay, I can't believe it. He was sweating like a pig. Actually, he's like, oh my god. He's calling on his phone. Can you come in and play goalie today? Can you come in and play goalie?
So
you know, it might be so bad. Let's put Andy in goal for us. Oh.
4-0. 4-0 this season.
Knock on punch.
That's right.
Knock on punch.
That's right.
4-0, 375.
He's coming back with stats now.
Well, excuse me, but why would you insult somebody who hasn't lost yet this season?
Hey, in Andy's defense, that one game he should have played in net for Blood Red. That one playoff
God,
game.
we're talking about 5-6 seasons ago.
He should. He was.
Is it in? No, it's not in. Okay.
I will defend you on that.
What we're talking about here is it was Blood Red against the Blue Barracudas. This was, I believe, season 5. It would have been my first season in the league.
Coming up, it's going to be a trip. Coming up on Chris Calendar, I believe.
Yep.
It's on Chris K. The trip.
It was either season 4 or season 5. I had played in goal for Blood Red the previous week and had done very well, granted against the Triple Deeks, but I had still done very well. The Triple Deeks being the last place team to play, so the hedge there. And we have another timeout coming up.
Purple, guys.
As the Ducks will use their timeout.
2 minutes.
And then the playoff game against the Bluebird Crews, there was discussion as to whether I should be in there because Tom Marcagiano was not available. And instead, Numa
By the way, happy
decided...
birthday, Tom.
Yeah, Tom, we love you.
Rob and Rob Feasley from Podcast.
Tom, we love you. You're a great guy.
3 birthdays.
I don't think anybody would have questioned it if you'd been in goal. I'm going to say that right now. But Numa, the captain, decided to go with Brian Mitchell, who had not played in the league yet.
Yeah, correct. Brian Mitchell, okay.
Right, and this was something that was questioned at the time, and Brian did not have the best of games. Meanwhile, I'm on the other end. I score a goal to bring the team back into it, and then
My door should be open.
then I'm just so...
He's got.
And when it gets done, I mean, it's to the point where the team just showed, honestly, and this is a problem we saw with Blood Red in the past, and they know it. There was just no passion. No, I mean, we were down by 2 after 2 periods. I'm sort of saying, hey guys, this is a playoff game, and they're just looking at me like, so? You know, they act like I've got the problem.
In our infancy of our league out there, 2nd or 3rd year out there, the teams were not as driven as they are nowadays with all these teams in place. So they were most still back to that.
And, wide open shot
right here.
through the legs, but to the wide side.
All right, 5.
And you know how sometimes a manager will get himself thrown out of a game? I did that. I thought it was the only thing that could possibly wake this team up. It didn't work. In fact, when I see Blood Red play, when I saw them play later, you know, I was impressed that they had the talent to win the one cup they did season 6. But honestly,
1 minute left. 1 minute on the power play.
after that, it really seemed like they cared more about going to the bar after games than playing games.
Socially, you're with me. That some people like yourself about winning. Others are more about having fun. So,
Well, I'm in this league.
Different goals.
I'm in this league to play. You would say that like wanting to win is a bad thing.
No, I'm saying, but some people, that's not the #1 priority. They want to just have cardio, they can win great, and then have to go out afterwards. Not everybody's driven 110% to win that game. They want to win.
Well, that's the point.
It's not the
I don't
end all
think.
be all.
No, the problem is I don't think they cared about winning.
That's your opinion, which I respect. And you know, I'm not gonna go there right now with Blood Red. 20 seconds, Pablo.
Well, you're the one who can resist it.
Yeah, now under a minute now. Under a minute left.
Under a minute. 10, 9 for the penalty. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Full strength, full strength. 45 in the game, 45 seconds.
And honestly, it's something that, you know, it's a player thing. It goes.
No, I understand your point of view. I'm just, you know,
I could spend all day talking about
this. But I'm not going to agree with you.
Of course,
it's different philosophy.
Well, of course you're not. You don't talk. You don't say bad things about anybody in this league,
That's not true.
except for me.
Oh well, that's easy. You accept the case.
Thanks.
You're my whooping boy.
You realize people listening will wonder why I'm the worst player in the league.
As this time, he's my whooping boy. 8, 7,
And mercifully,
6, 5,
this game comes
4,
to an end.
3
hat
2,
tricks for the Ducks
1.
on their way to a 12-3 win. Well, we'll talk to Chris Callender, to Richard Reynolds, to Chris Bear, and the rest of the team, and hand him a trophy when we come back.
Can we do,
Well, the Ducks picked a heck of a time to get their first win of the season. 3 hat tricks in that game, a 12-3 drubbing. And with that, they're going to take home some hardware.
First of all, congratulations to Ducks out there. Great game. They were Vegas Ducks pick, by the way. Cheap promo. Great scoring, by the way, overall. 3rd straight season, I believe. You started off with the TGIS Cup Rec 2 seasons back, if I recall correctly. Yeah. Then you went to the DCHL Cup Rec. Now you go into the TGIS Cup Pro. Does that mean next season's going to be DCHL Cup Pro for you guys?
Yeah, baby.
All right. Let's talk to the star players in this game. Chris Callender, I want to start with you. 5 goals on the game. How are you able to find so many openings?
Working hard.
Fast hands.
And not getting penalized, apparently.
Yeah. All right, Chris Barron, you got your hat trick late. You've been with this team basically since the beginning. How do you feel about it?
feels great to really whoop up on Roderick, too.
That's right. It's revenge, right? It's revenge.
Yes.
He initially recruited me for the team that he split before my first game, so it's good to put it back in his face.
All right.
The lucky benefactor was Sean.
Yep. All right, Rich Reynolds, you got a hat trick as well. You know, you've been sort of the old presence on this team, the veteran leadership.
Old man.
Old man, that's what they call him, old man. So how do you feel about these Ducklings and how they've grown up?
Let me tell you, it's great to hang out with this youth, and we look forward to the new venue. I think we play a better game and we hit a more open rink. So
His liver's 10 years younger.
We got the cup. Yeah. Do you have any youth pills there?
Yeah. All right, Tracy Bannister holding the trophy as captain.
Co-captain.
All right, let's bring Honey Jurgen in here as well.
Hey, honey.
It's Kilbert. Come on, Kilbert.
And by the way, they're also on the First Ladies,
Yeah.
along with Renee as well.
What a turnaround it is as far as experience. You go from being the new team, being the team that everybody that has the troubles in Philadelphia. You come back here and it's practically a cakewalk. I mean, how did it feel to be able to get this all out of your system in one game?
I'm from the bench. It was awesome. It's really nice to just get to talk to him today. Honey, from a player's perspective.
It was phenomenal. I have to say this is the best team for females to play on. Strong females on this team, no matter what anyone
in our
says.
reserve for the game. Double liner came back to make it here.
Hey, get Renee in there.
I would just like to give kudos to our female defensemen as well. The voice of the DHL. Andy Goss absolutely obliterated them in a recent.
Well, you know what? They came through today. They came through today, and also coming through today. I want to give credit. Sean Sampson, 3-0 on the day, 2 trophy wins.
Hardware.
That's good.
Been a heck of a day for you. How do you feel?
You know, I could go a couple more. That's really good.
There
I
might be a
watched
couple.
2 of them going, that's really nice. I said, well, there goes one.
Yeah, I was about to say, what were you doing on that one?
Sean's got 2, right? He's
How's
got
that
4
Myron?
TGIS Cup trophies, right?
Yep.
That's right.
All right. We'll see you in Rockville, and we'll see if you guys can fly in the new arena. Ducks getting the win, 12-3.
You guys want to